Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this Love Pick a Card. Today, we are celebrating the new moon in Capricorn. This is the first new moon of the year and is a great time to really solidify our intentions and plans to make this year magical, especially in the area of love. So, today we are asking Spirit, what messages or advice do they have for us to help us bring in new love into our life or to help rekindle a past love or existing love? So I have 3 love oracle cards here. You can take a moment to decide which one is calling to you. And then I have the timestamps in the description box below. So when you've chosen your pile, you can go directly to your reading. And meanwhile, I'll go ahead and get started with pile 1. Hello, group 1. If you chose this love oracle card, then this is your reading. And I'm going to put that to the side and we'll come back to it at the end. All right, so let's look at your energies around your love life right now. Okay, so you have the crow. The crow is a lovely energy. It is the most spiritual energy in the animal deck. So it holds a lot of, spiritual wisdom and creativity. Very nice energy. Okay, and you're crossed by the butterfly. So the butterfly is transformation. Right now, you may be going through a spiritual awakening or having a spiritual awakening, based around a love relationship, either in the past or right now in your life. So let's see what's going on. You have unfinished symphony. We'll look at the cards, but this kind of talks about like at the end of a cycle, but not finishing the cycle out. Or, you may have ended a relationship, you may be separated, but you haven't really closed it or moved on from it. I'm kind of getting that vibe, so we'll look at that. Opening to discovery. So with your spiritual cards here and then this card here, I kind of feel like you may be opening yourself up to a new spiritual awareness about love, about relationships, and about yourself. Very nice. Yeah, you have the wisdom card. So I definitely feel the crow has a lot of spiritual wisdom. And, if a past relationship has ended, one of the things is that you may have been at a different spiritual level than this person in the past. And that relationship, though, was meant to bring you a lot of spiritual awareness and wisdom. It's a lovely card because you're kind of like seeing the light about what love is and, how relationships work and the energies that they can bring into your life. Very spiritual sense here. And then taking steps, intention. So, you may have learned some lessons from this relationship and taking steps to move away from the energy of this past relationship and into new relationships, or taking the steps to reunite with this person. So we'll look at the cards a little bit more. All right, first of all, you have the call, which is the judgment card. And, this can talk about a couple of different things about really looking back at this relationship, looking at the lessons that you've learned because of this relationship, looking at yourself, like doing self-inventory about yourself, the role you want to play in relationships, how you feel about relationships and love in general. This can also talk about feeling like you are judged by someone from the past or judged by society because of a relationship. So we'll look at that a little bit more. Some of that might resonate with you. Queen of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles. So with this opening to discovery, I think that this past relationship really kind of opened you up to stepping out kind of on your own and building your own independence, really trying to figure out who you are. And I think it's interesting. There's a little butterfly right there on her shoulder, and you're transforming into this new person, this new, stronger, more independent. You may have had issues with codependency in the past or been in a relationship where you were both codependent. This speaks to, being very strong. Like, maybe you started a new career, something in the creative realm, but definitely a grounded, more independent, kind of like standing in your power type of energy. That's very lovely. Okay, then you have the 10 of air with this wisdom. And I kind of get the sense that this relationship in the past has really been very painful, but has brought you a lot of spiritual awareness. And then you have the page of earth. And the page of earth really talks about, sometimes it's an apology card. You could be taking this step to apologize to someone else if you feel like you were in the wrong, or you could be getting an apology from this person in the past. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an apology. It could just be, just having a conversation to kind of close out this energy if you're ready to close it out. I feel like you have something from the past that you haven't had closure on, and you're ready to maybe move on from it, but you need to have I'm getting a final conversation, like that energy of needing a final conversation with this person. Okay, so you have a page of pentacles again to clarify this judgment card. So in this case, I really do feel like maybe you'll be receiving an apology from this person because they were judgmental of you. I'm definitely getting that. Or if you feel like you judged them harshly in some situation, you might be offering them an apology, or just that conversation. The word conversation just keeps coming into my mind. Just having that conversation about, wow, why did this relationship end? What did we learn from it? How can we move on in the future? And it doesn't mean that you'll be on the same path. You might go in different directions, but to not have the baggage of this past relationship going on as you take steps to move into the future. It's just so important, right, to leave that baggage behind. 6 of Cups. Oh, so, okay, this is like a reconciliation card, right? And I'm kind of, getting the sense that, you're opening yourself up to discovering who you really are. And by doing that, you're stepping into your own energy and being really independent. And sometimes when that happens, the person that you're separated from says, oh, wow, I'm missing out on a really good thing here. And I'd like to come back and offer you, my apology or my cup of love. I just get the sense that they're admiring you for how you are handling yourself in this situation and perhaps moving on from it, right? Maybe you've taken the steps to move on and they're admiring you. Probably from afar, but with these 2 Page of Pentacles, they could be coming in to offer an apology, start, to say, hey, is there any chance we can, look at this again? Okay, so you have the 10 of Wands. Wow, this is really heavy energy. This was, a difficult breakup, definitely. You have the 10 of Wands with the 10 of Swords and the Wisdom card. The one thing that you can know about this whole situation is that it really was meant to bring you more wisdom, spiritual awareness, more light into your life. And this situation in the past could have been very heavy, a very heavy, burdensome, probably not a very balanced relationship. And you're at the end of the cycle. The nice thing about tens, and you got two of them here, right? The nice thing about tens is that you're at the end of the cycle. And it's like you have to take one more step to finish the symphony, right? To finish out the cycle, to bring it to closure. And, that's why I keep getting this, you need a conversation. And that conversation might be you just, stepping into your own light, saying, hey, this is who I am, and, I'm strong and I don't need you, I'm good on my own. I'm just fine. Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, with this, conversation, I'm just going to call it a conversation card. There's an apology or a reconciliation or, conversation or just a closure conversation. This conversation is going to turn the wheel. And you are definitely, I feel like you're definitely going to move forward. She's, it doesn't matter the gender, but this person is like pulling up the skirts and running down the path and going, hey, I know where I'm going now. And I think that this conversation will help you to turn the wheel so that you can finish this symphony. You can finish this cycle and move on from it. Okay, because I do think that you have some good energy on the horizon. You're definitely wiser because of this. Very nice. Okay, so your advice from Spirit is procrastination. Stop focusing on your problems and excuses. Take a small step and do something constructive. And, you have the taking steps card. And it could be, you need to take the first step. If you're not here in this Queen of Pentacles energy, taking the first step so that you can become independent and on your own and know your own worth and get into that kind of vibration. Or it could be, starting this conversation so that you can go ahead and close out this energy, because you're not going to be able to bring in new love until you do close this out, because this is a burden and it has been painful. And I have a feeling it's been a long journey, but you're at the very end of the journey. These two tens are saying you're at the very end. And I really do feel like it's just that one last step that you have to take to finish it out, to close it out. And sometimes, when we can't get closure with the other person, what we need to do is just step into it and make that decision to close it out ourselves, which is so difficult. But just trying to, transform, like focusing on that. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on the problems, right? Or the excuses of why you can't move forward. Just doing something constructive so that you can, let the universe know you're ready for this wheel to turn. Like, let's get it going. I'm ready for some new love in 2021. Okay, so these are your two love cards that you got. Outcome, results, conclusion, ending. You will get a resolution. And, we just keep coming back to that. It might mean that having that conversation, and it might mean that you do reconcile, right? Because you did get the reconciliation card. But remember, that's, a decision you get to make. Stand in your Queen of Pentacles energy and, make that decision with you and your best, what's best for you in mind. And soulmate, compatibility, companionship, your best life partner. I think that this is your future energy. I really get that you are like running towards a new soulmate, right? Because I think after this situation, and once especially you can close it out, you're going to know yourself better. You're going to go into relationships maybe a little bit differently. It's a nice energy. And I know it hasn't been easy, but you really have grown a lot because of it. You're transforming into something very, very, very lovely. Okay, so You actually ended up with 2 love oracle cards, so I'll look at both. Okay, friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. And, that could be something that if you're looking to reconcile, that you take this very slowly and really, build those bonds of friendship before you get, down the path of love too far. Or it could be talking about, if this is a new relationship coming in, is to make sure that you are building it on friendship and respect before you go, into it too romantically. And the other one is trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And it does not, once again, it doesn't mean that you will necessarily reconcile, because that is your free will. You get to decide that. But I'm really thinking that, it'll help to turn this wheel. It's just that trusting, transformation occurs through acceptance. Accepting what happened here will help you to close it out, to finish the symphony, and to turn that wheel of fortune. Okay, let's pull some romance cards and see if we can get any indication of new love coming in, or if there's definitely a reconciliation in the works. Let's see what we have. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious factors, religious upbringing, and spiritual path. And I do think, one of the things that I kind of feel is that you may be more spiritually aware and conscious than the person that you were dealing with in the past. And that could have been what led to, some of the conflict between the two of you. But I think you kind of know that. I don't think that that's something, new. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And, that kind of goes with this trust, right? Just trusting that your angels and your spirit guides are helping you on this path and staying open to that. But also, I do think that you need to make sure that you're doing what's best for you, looking at things from that light. Okay, I'm going to pull one more and then we'll look at the romance angels. You deserve love. You are lovable. And keeping that in mind, because when we go through some of these more difficult love relationships, sometimes we feel like we're, not lovable or deserving of love, but you definitely are. And your spirit guides want you to know that. Okay, how about a romance angel card? And it kind of, is speaking that you might have a transformation within this relationship. But once again, I think that depends on you and, the steps that you want to take. Big happy changes. And I think this goes either way, whether, you transform this past relationship or you have a new love coming into your life, right? You have big happy changes in 2021. I think whatever this journey was in 2020 is definitely closing out, and you're going to have happy changes on the horizon. And don't stop. I love this card because I think it's talking about this, taking those first steps and then just keep it going, right? And you possibly have already taken the first steps to move away from this love energy that you had in the past and towards something new, or taken, the first steps to try to see, is there a way that you can reconcile? But you're taking those steps, and, the spirit world is saying you're on the right path. I'm getting, whatever choices, whatever steps you're taking, you're on the right path, and don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing, and they're helping you along on this journey. Okay, I'm going to take one more angel message to close this out. And if you have resonated or enjoyed this reading, I would appreciate it if you would like this video or perhaps subscribe to my channel. Let's see what we have. Guilt. You do not need another's approval to feel worthy of love. Regardless of what you've done or what you think you've failed to do, from your soul's perspective, there's nothing right nor wrong. Every experience in life is here to help you expand your awareness of love so that you may embrace ever greater spheres of wisdom. You've done nothing wrong. And I love this card because, you have the spiritual wisdom, and then you have these two Page of Pentacles, which is kind of the apology card, right? And, they're saying that you've done nothing wrong. And whether, you feel like you did, did do something, or you think the other person did, there's nothing wrong with, putting out an apology or gracefully accepting an apology. But what your guides are really saying is that you've gained a lot of wisdom from this, and don't feel guilty because from your soul's perspective, there's neither right nor wrong. What occurred here occurred so that you could get more spiritual wisdom and, transform. And you definitely are on a spiritual path, and you're on the right path. You're doing the right things, and just keep doing it, right? Don't stop. You're on the right path. Oh, I am so excited for you for 2021. I think that, you're going to finish out this cycle and either bring in new love or go ahead and transform this love from the past. Lovely energy. I wish you the best of light and love and hope in the year 2021. Bye now. Hello, group 2. If you chose this Love Oracle card, then this is your reading. I'm going to put that over to the side. We'll come to it at the end. Okay, so let's take a look at your energies in your romantic life right now. Okay, so you have the Deer energy. This is such a lovely energy. This is someone that's very nurturing, very caring, very compassionate, very graceful, very takes care of themselves, takes care of others. Lovely nature, lovely energy. And I think that's you. And what's crossing you is the crocodile. So this is your obstacle in your romantic life. And the crocodile kind of talks about it's someone that awaits. And then when finally, they get to a certain point, then the crocodile lashes out and gets its prey, right? But it could be a sense of like waiting a little too long to communicate your feelings with other people, like holding it in a little bit, not wanting to hurt other people's feelings. And then when you get to the point where you kind of can't take it anymore, you kind of lash out. So we'll look at the oracle cards, but with the Deer energy, you have such a lovely, caring, compassionate spirit about yourself. Very nice. Okay, so we have the energy of To the Sea. So this can mean a couple of things. We'll kind of get more into the reading, but this could mean that you feel kind of like alone right now. You might have been single for a while, kind of adrift, kind of like looking for love. But perhaps it's, you're kind of like not moving in a direction of love. And we'll look at what may be blocking that. But here you have the beautiful uncaging. So this could be that you're kind of like on your own right now, but you've been working through things, maybe of things that have happened in the past, doing some inner work. And you're getting ready to beautifully uncage your heart. Someone will hold the key to your heart. Very nice energy. Your next one is Firm Foundation. So I like this card because this talks about how you are trying to, really build your own foundation within yourself, and then also have really good foundations in the relationships that you're going to be in. And this could maybe be an issue from the past that you are healing, right? I kind of see the To the Sea card. It's also a card of being more flexible. But I think in this situation, I'm really getting the fact that you've been kind of like healing because, the boat is in water and water means emotions. And I think you may have been on an emotional love journey, right? And really trying to heal yourself from that situation. And finally, you have professional assistance. Okay, so this could speak to a couple of things. You could be, leaving a relationship and needing professional assistance with that, like if it's a divorce, lawyers or financial, guidance, that type of thing. But it can also speak to, getting professional assistance in moving on from whatever happened in the past, like in counseling or therapy, or even just like talking to, friends and neighbors, just kind of talking it out a little bit. Okay, and our next one, we move to the tarot. So you have the Three of Air. This is the heartbreak card. This is the Three of Swords. So definitely, I'm feeling that, there is a separation from someone, or a love in the past that you've really has given you some heartbreak. Now you have the Page of Cups. So this is kind of an offer of love, and that's coming under the beautiful uncaging. So I think things are going to change in your love life. If you've been single for a while, or just kind of working through some past, love issues, you definitely have this beautiful uncaging occurring. Nice. Then we have a Hierophant. So this is talking about, belief systems, maybe sometimes religious beliefs around love. It's sometimes family or society, feelings around love. And with the firm foundation, I think that, you may be kind of like revisiting your beliefs about love, about, how love relationships work, the roles of the people in a love relationship. And you've really been working on your own foundation, maybe kind of like, thinking about what it is that you truly believe instead of just looking at, the past or family beliefs about it. This is also a spiritual card, looking at things from a more spiritual perspective. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Very nice. So you definitely have new love on the horizon. Okay, with the Three of Air, that is... Okay, so that is being clarified by the Six of Swords in reverse. So I really do get the sense that you've had some heartbreak in the past and you're just having a very hard time moving on from it. This is kind of a heavy energy, in the bathtub by herself, just kind of like, not looking up and looking forward to the future, just kind of like, I'm just going to read my book. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to be, kind of by myself. But this is Spirit. And Spirit is saying, no, we're working with you. We have greater things for you in mind. And we're going to help you to turn the Six of Swords over and get in this boat and go away. And look at, they're both in a boat, but this boat's not moving very fast, right? She's just kind of like sitting there in the ocean. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're just kind of sitting in this pain. And so Spirit is coming in to help you move out of that energy. Very nice. All right, because you do have this Page of Cups coming in, right? Which is like a love offer. Somebody's offering their cup of love, but you're kind of blocking it because you're in this Five of Cups energy. And the Five of Cups is that, I feel abandoned type of energy. And what Spirit is trying to get you to do is to notice that you have these two cups, 3 cups got tossed to the side, but you have 2 cups left. Like, look for the good in whatever this relationship was. Look for the good in it. Look for the lessons that you've learned. What are you going to take away from that? Because you are getting ready to open up your heart chakra and get new love to come into your life. Lovely energy. All right, with the Hierophant, you have the Judgment card. So this is really talking about, I think, you really are taking a hard look at what love means to me. What does love mean to me? What do relationships, the roles in relationships, how do I feel about love? And you are making those decisions, those judgments about it The other thing I kind of get from this is that because with the Hierophant, you could have felt like you were judged because of a relationship you were in the past. You were judged because of that relationship or judged by the person in that relationship. And you're coming to terms with that. You're healing that situation, and you're getting more clarity on what it is that you want from your relationships. Very healing. I mean, lots of healing energy with this. I think you really are. I think you may be stuck, a little bit stuck, but I think you're looking forward to moving out of this energy. And then you have the Three of Swords with the Ace of Cups. And you also have that with the professional assistance. So once again, this could talk to, speak about like talking to other people about the situation, even if you're still with this person and you want to remain with this person, maybe getting couples therapy or something like that, talking to other people about the situation, because there's a lot of heartbreak. You have the Three of Swords twice. That's heartbreak at, that's really deep, very deep. And this Ace of Cups, this could be a new offer of love coming in, but I also think I'm getting this sense that, you may have been working with a therapist or a counselor or a friend, some kind of a guide, somebody that's assisting you through this heartache, that's helping you to me, this is kind of like you starting to love yourself again. Sometimes when we go through these really hard relationships, this heartache that's just so wounding, right? We tend to, especially since you have this deer energy, you're so loving that when someone hurts you this deeply, you may have, taken on, like, you may have felt like it was your fault. And I don't get that it was your fault at all. But sometimes when we're hurt so badly, if people, especially with this Judgment card, if this other person involved said something, really, really painful to you, you probably, took it right to your heart. You were just really deeply hurt by it. And I think that, you are seeking help in getting to the point where you can love yourself again. And seeing that you're a pearl, that you're so precious, and that you deserve precious love in your life. And you are working on that, and you're getting through it, because look at what you have. You have the Page is a really, it's a significant offer. It's a new person possibly coming in and just offering you love and helping you to get over this feeling of being abandoned and unlovable, right? And really opening your heart to new love, to loving again, to loving yourself, to loving others. What a lovely energy this is. Okay, so we have wounds. Withheld support from the past can cause low self-esteem that cripples action. And, remember we said that the deer really is just nurturing, very patient, doesn't take action. And the crocodile almost like overreacts. When the crocodile finally moves, he kind of overreacts, right? And I am getting the sense that this hurt that you definitely have, this heartbreak, is because somebody, didn't support you, withheld support from the past that can cause low self-esteem. Someone that didn't support something that you wanted to do or your belief system, definitely some pain around that. And I think that comes back to this is, really looking at what it is that you think love relationships, what role you want to play, what role you want your partner to play. You want it to be something that's give and take. The two of you are working together to, get, through life. But it's definitely a partnership, right? You're working side by side. And this past relationship that you had maybe wasn't that balanced kind of energy. Like I can definitely see, since you're the deer, you gave more, you were more nurturing, you were more compassionate, more understanding. And this person, wasn't the same support for you. And it's kind of crippled you in, with love, feeling unlovable, feeling like you didn't deserve love, but you definitely do. That message is very clear. You definitely do. You are the pearl. And I just got this message. You deserve somebody that's going to hold you and cherish you. To me, the seahorse is like cherishing that pearl or that orb there, right? Just like nestling it, cherishing it. And that's what you deserve. You definitely deserve that in love. Okay, so you got the twin flame card. So this relationship that you had in the past could be a twin flame relationship, and you may, resonate with that or not. But, the thing with twin flames is that they are definitely, a lot of people think twin flame relationships are supposed to be all full of love, but twin flame relationships are also about opening you up to healing past wounds and to moving to a new spiritual level. And, you have the wounds card there. You definitely have had a lot of heartbreak. And the only thing I can say is that when you're going through that, it's very painful. But in the end, I do think this is what you have waiting for you. You definitely have beautiful new love coming in. Let's pull some romance cards and see what 2021 might bring you in the form of new love. I'm not getting any reconciliation type of cards with this. It is true that twin flames, twin seeking union, you could, possibly both separate, work on, your inner child, your issues within yourself, and then come back in union. But I don't see that in these cards right now. Now, that doesn't mean it might not happen in the future. But let's see what we have right on the near horizon here. Okay, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And, that really does come back to this, right? That it could be that what is causing some of this pain is, your religious beliefs or their religious beliefs and your, upbringing and your spiritual path. You may have gone through a spiritual awakening and your twin did not level up with you. And that could be causing some of, the influence, having some influence on this relationship. Okay, let's get another one here. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, okay, I said there was no talk, no look of reconciliation, but it could be, that you two will come back together, right? And it may be some time down the road, but, you definitely are perhaps thinking about each other, visiting each other in the dream world or that type of thing. And, just really, if it's not bringing back this person, you're calling in a new soulmate that will definitely help you to open up your heart and to love again. Okay, I'm going to pull one more. Wedding. Oh my goodness, this situation involves a marriage. Wow. Okay, so if it's not this person from the past, it's definitely a new soulmate that's going to help you to get, to become, married or, wed or, have a long-term relationship, whatever it is that you're looking for. And once again, I think it does. It comes back to your religious beliefs, kind of maybe working on what you think, this means for you. Because this will mean, the wedding card can mean different things for different people. And so just kind of like really kind of understanding what that is, what you believe a love relationship should entail. I'm going to read your love oracle card, and then I'll pull a couple other angel cards. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Okay, so that kind of talks about twin flame too. You could have been in a past life, you could have been with this person. You could be twin flames. And this is just talking about, really remembering the good that there is in a person, even if you leave that relationship and you don't reunite, is to remember the love and the good things that you had with that person, and to really kind of concentrate on that instead of, what was wrong with the relationship. Keeping the light alive in your heart, because when you do that, then you'll bring in more light, and you'll bring in people that are, going to bring more love into your life, which is what we're here for, right? It's for love. Okay, let's look at the romance angel cards. This is definitely a spiritual relationship. No need to worry. Okay, and I think that, speaks out about, like, don't try to control the situation. Allow, especially if you think it's a twin flame connection. Divine timing always has to work in twin flame connections, and the spirit realm is going to help you with that, right? And just concentrate on the good. Stay, in that positive vibe. I'll pull one more. Wait, and I do see that. I see having to have patience. To me, this is just having patience in this situation. And I think I'm just getting the message, if somebody new comes into your life, to go ahead and trust that new relationship and go with it. Like, don't, one of the things is that don't wait around for this situation to change. If you don't, if you're not feeling like it's going to change, go ahead and do what's best for you, because that will help you to also raise your vibration and help you to move on from this heartache, right? Because you want to turn this card around. You want to move into the future. And, and then they will help you. Your spirit guides and your angels will help you with the situation. All right, I'm going to pull one more angel message card. And if you have resonated with this reading or have enjoyed it at all, I would appreciate if you would like the video and perhaps subscribe to my channel. All right, let's see what we have. Your final message, compassion. Dearest one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. All right, and that speaks to this, right? This is really about loving yourself and realizing that you are the jewel. And, coming back to this, kind of like realizing, what it is that you believe love is, and, kind of standing your ground with that. And whether you're going to base that on how you were brought up, or if you are making your own decisions about love and the roles people play in love, that is something for you to hold on to, because that is who you are. And to cherish yourself, because you are lovable. And you only need to change your perception. So try to, Look at it maybe from a bigger picture, but realize you are the jewel. And when you love and honor yourself, that jewel will shine and you will attract the person that you're meant to be with. This is a lovely reading. I do wish you a lot of luck, light, and love in the year 2021. Goodbye. Hello, Group 3. If you chose this Love Oracle card, then this is your reading. I'm going to put that to the side and we'll come back and look at it at the end. So let's go ahead and get started with your energies. So you are starting with the fire energy. The fire energy sometimes shows a person that is very caring, very nurturing, but also can be sometimes sensitive. And if you're feeling sensitive about something, that sometimes you can overreact, right? And like the fire ants are known, for their bite, which is very painful. And so sometimes when you're feeling very sensitive about a situation or an issue, you can sometimes like overreact is the energy with that. So we'll look at that. And that is crossed with the cobra. So this is kind of your obstacle. Once again, about kind of like overreacting or, lashing out at somebody. This could be your energy or it could be the energy of the person that you're dealing with. But that same type of overreacting to situations. And it's really coming because you're very caring about a certain situation or sensitive about something. And so it comes from a place, maybe of hurt, of an old wound or something like that. But just something to keep in mind, and we'll kind of look. And once again, it could be your energy or it could be the energy of the person that you're dealing with. Okay, so your other energies are building blocks. So this is a great energy. This is talking about really building relationships. And since we're talking about love, your romantic relationships around good building blocks, good foundations of trust, openness, compassion, caring, good give and take in a relationship, lots of balance. And so with this energy here, I feel like you are working on that, or you have been working on that, or that's what you're looking for in love is, good building blocks. So that's a good energy to start with. Nice. Your next energy is roots of abundance. So this means that if right now you're not in a relationship or you're not feeling very abundant in the world of love, you definitely have abundance coming in. Very nice energy. Lovely. And we'll be looking at these in more depth. Okay, your next energy is light. So once again, if you've had a situation in the past that you're concerned about, or a situation now that you're concerned about, you're going to see the light in the situation. To me, this is kind of like you're leveling up. You're looking at the bigger picture, maybe in a situation, and seeing the good in a relationship or the good in love in general. And your next one is the healing light. Very good. So, if you are resonating with this fiery energy and, maybe you've been sensitive about a certain thing in relationships or in love in general, that you're healing, you're working on that. You're working on those issues, you're transforming, and you're healing, from that. Your next, we'll go to the tarot now. So now you have the Fortune's Wheel. So you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So if you are in a relationship and there's been some type of an issue, you are definitely moving out of that cycle. Like you're going to either heal that situation or you're healing from a past love situation that you've left and are moving into a very nice new energy. Lots of abundance, lots of light here. So this is a really good energy. Your next tarot card is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so, this kind of talks about getting some information or clarity. So it could be about clarity about what you want in love. what you think abundance and love means, or it could also give you some clarity about a certain situation or person that you're dealing with. Your next one is the Sun card. Wow, and this is coming out under light. So, I'm sorry, this is a star card, but look, I was going to say, it has the sun in the background, and the star means healing, and sun means abundance. So you have both the healing energy and the abundance energy. So whatever you have been working through, transforming, whether in a relationship or trying to bring in a new relationship, oh my goodness, you have abundance and healing in this new relationship. Like this relationship, either that you're in now or will be coming in shortly, is going to help you to heal. What a lovely energy. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Okay, and the next one is the Four of Fire, which is the Four of Wands in the traditional tarot. So there's, a couple of things here. First of all, it's kind of a celebration card, right? Celebrating maybe, it could be a reconciliation with someone or celebrating somebody new that's coming into your life. It also does, talk about foundations. It is the number 4. So it's about good foundations, celebrating in having relationships that are based on good foundations of friendship and trust, compassion, caring, open, communication, those types of really good building blocks. And so the 4 indicates having those good foundations. But the Four of Wands also indicates perhaps a wedding, okay? And if not a wedding in a relationship, and you might be in this relationship already, or somebody's coming into your life. So this could mean a new love coming into your life, or going to the next step in a relationship that you're already in. And if wedding doesn't resonate for you in that situation, it could just be going to the next relationship, to the next level in your existing relationship. Lovely energy. Okay, so we'll clarify. The Fortune's Wheel is clarified by the Temperance card. Okay, so this is a lovely energy, because what it means is that you are going to have this abundance in this situation, whatever it is, whether new or existing, and you just have to have patience, because this is all divinely timed. And so, part of this fiery energy might be, you might be trying to rush the relationship along or rush it to the next level. And this is just Spirit saying it's all going to happen. It's just going to happen when the time is appropriate, and to just have a little patience with it, perhaps. Okay, so then you get the Strength card with the Ace of Swords. And I'm kind of wondering if you maybe perhaps got, like a little piece of information about this person that you're dealing with, that you may not have liked, or you could have seen just like they did something little. It's not huge, because, we don't have the 3 of Swords out here or anything, or the 7 of Swords. It's, you saw a side of them, or they said something, and, you kind of got like this idea in your head, oh, is this the right person? And you may have been very sensitive. Once again, going back to this fire ant energy, might have been very sensitive about what they said or what they did. And you may have thought, oh, that's the end of this relationship. But Spirit is saying, no, you have the strength to overcome this, whatever this thing is. And I really don't feel like it's huge, because once again, we don't have any betrayal, third parties, cards here. I have a feeling it was just something that you may not have agreed on, a way to handle a situation, or, maybe over the holidays about, how to, if you're already in a relationship with this person, how to handle the holidays, whose family to visit or something like that. And you're just kind of questioning the relationship. And Spirit is saying, no, you have the strength to overcome this, and you'll see the light. You'll see it for, to take maybe like a bigger picture look at the relationship. Oh, and I just got this. And to see the light in the person that you're dealing with. Like, maybe don't concentrate too much on this little thing that occurred. And it doesn't mean that you're not sensitive to what happened, because you do have that fiery energy. But just to realize that this person has a lot of light in them. Like, there's so much more good than this little thing that happened. That may or may not resonate with you, but I am getting that message from Spirit. Okay, with the Star card, you have the Empress card. You have a lot of major arcana here already. And, this is definitely a relationship that is spiritually based, or, soulmate, that type of thing, because you definitely, there's a lot of major arcana. This is definitely a significant relationship in your life. And with the Empress card with the Star, remember, this is about healing. It kind of talks about, really nurturing yourself. I think you are a very nurturing person, but really to make sure that you're nurturing and creative. Stay in that creative vibe, because I think what Spirit is kind of indicating is that maybe you're getting a little bit stuck on whatever happened, this little thing that happened. And you're kind of like stuck in that energy, and to get back into your creative mode, right? And to, I'm getting inner child, like your inner child. That's what we kind of think about. And she's with child, right? And she's holding her, hand on her stomach, on the baby, right? Just getting back into that inner child. Just remember, like, what it is that you love about this person. Like, she's already so loving and nurturing, and you're kind of building a relationship and just staying in that light. Like, what do you love about this person? Like, just stay in that very grateful, loving kind of feeling about the person that you're dealing with. So on the Four of Wands, you have the Emperor. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you have the wedding card along with the power couple. The Empress and the Emperor are the power couple. That's you, right? You and your person. And, genders don't matter. It's just you are the power couple. You are meant to be. And I'm really getting that sense that if you're trying to go to the next level in your relationship, you might even be moving to, being married. If you are married, you could be looking to having children this year, or trying to start a family. Oh, lovely energy. Very nice. Okay, let's go to the advice from Spirit. So you have go deeper, expressing the deeper meanings in life while staying attuned to childlike wonder is at the heart of all great art. And that speaks, this is really Spirit talking to you, right? Staying in that very creative, nurturing vibe will help bring healing in whatever situation you're having with this person. And really, once again, just looking at their good traits, like concentrating on that. Like, don't focus on this other little thing, because when you do, you're kind of, you could be kind of like, harboring on it, and it's going to cause pain in the other person. I just got that, right? It's going to cause pain in the other person. I also got, the message of don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Like, don't throw this relationship totally out because of something that some information or something that you saw, something that you didn't agree on, right? Try to work that out, because a good relationship with good building blocks, you do have those. You're not going to agree on everything. So when you come up against something that you don't agree on, just to kind of like work through it, have those open conversations, compromise. I just got the word compromise, right? Okay, another one, regret, remorse, life regrets, loss. Start making empowered choices. And I think, this is really kind of talking to, you may have had, some disagreement with this person, but like, once again, don't make it a big regret. Go back and make the choice to see the light in this other person. I'm definitely getting that. See the light in this person, because this person does have a lot of light in them. Okay, I am going to pull some romance cards and we'll see what we have here. Okay, we have engagement. Okay, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Well, that definitely talks to all of this, right? And definitely, if it's not engagement, it's definitely leveling, going to the next step, to the next level in your relationship. Okay, we have one on the floor. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. That really speaks to this, right? A very soulful connection. Definitely the power couple. And with the light card there and the healing, I'm definitely getting that this is, somebody that you've known, in previous lives. Very nice. And one more. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And, look at this. They're in wedding clothes, right? So that speaks again to this wedding kind of, vibe that I'm getting here. But I also think, maybe it's also speaking to the fact that maybe the two of you just need to retreat. Maybe what this conflict was, based in family, family beliefs, or family concerns about your relationship, or something like that. Once again, it's not huge, but maybe the two of you just need to kind of retreat from everybody else and kind of decide what it is that you want for your relationship. That could be, part of what you're getting here. Okay, I'm going to pull some romance angel cards and see what we have there. Okay, I have weight, and I'm getting, look at this. Look at how much these two cards look alike, right? And I'm getting that sense again that, to really wait and be more patient and not quite so sensitive about whatever the situation is. And it definitely could be, something related to family or something, but kind of like not being too reactive with this, being more patient. I don't see this as waiting on this relationship. I see it as really more of a be patient and look for the light in that person. Okay. All right. So, and now we're going to, let's look at these two cards, and then I'll pull one final angel card. So actually you had two here, and look at it. Definitely that soulmate type of vibe there, isn't it? Okay, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. And I really do get the sense of that you two, are in this together. You're kind of like really in this together. That, coming together is going to help both of you to be the best that you are, which is such a lovely energy. All right, and this one, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And that is really talking back about this. Like the thing that you were kind of concerned about, or something in that line. I see that as, just realizing that could just be a reflection of something that you also don't like about yourself, and to be, not wanting to change. You have the strength to transform yourself, but not trying to change the other person. To have patience with this situation and allow things to move at their correct timing, their divine timing. Very nice energy. Wow, this is so great. Okay, I'm going to pull one more angel message for you. And if you have liked this reading or resonated with it, I would love for you to like or subscribe to my channel. Like, this is a this is a lovely energy, right? How can you not love this energy? This is a great reading. Okay, so we have inspiration. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed at or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities for your life. And I really think that, coming back to this, it could be that maybe you all don't see eye to eye on, maybe a creative endeavor or something like that. But to be who you are and to allow the other person to be who they are is definitely the message here. But this is such a wonderful energy, Group 3. I'm so excited for you. You definitely have love coming this year and perhaps even a wedding, right? Lovely energy. I wish you all the light and love in this year and in your love situation. Goodbye, Group 3.